Hey guys, Knife's Tale here, bringing you a quick little summary of this Hightron Spectron or something like that. Yeah, it's an odd name. It's an odd knife, but as I said in my full review, which will be linked down below, I really have found myself liking this thing a lot more than I was expecting to. In fact, I didn't think this thing was going to be that great, and it kind of is. It's just plastic handles, kind of futuristic except plastic, which I guess is futuristic in a way. Comes in a few variants. There's like a black and green one or something like that. So the handle is just sort of cheap handle. But it's not bad. It's more comfortable than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't look super wonderfully comfortable. It's actually pretty comfortable. This clip is not obtrusive or intrusive or whatever you want to call it. Works actually pretty well. You can get back here, you can get up here. It's reasonably comfortable in both positions. I tend to kind of middle it, sort of just hug this. But aside from that, this thing is in M390, and it comes in at like $80. So yeah, you're getting plastic, but you're getting an M390 button lock at $80, which is pretty crazy and pretty good. And it's also super thin. I mean, let's just okay, zero out now. No? Okay. I'll zero you out then. The blade stock on this thing, 87 thousandths of an inch. 86 thousandths of an inch. It's really thin. It's thin behind the edge. It doesn't drop down maybe even as much as it could, but it's quite thin behind the edge. The geometry's thin. It slices really, really well. This is actually really performing well, and it's kept a decent edge on it. It's not the best in the world. I don't think it's necessarily optimally, like, super high heat treated, but I've used this thing a decent bit, and it's still kind of got a little bit of bite on there. I will also say that this button lock feels different than most button locks. It's very stiff, and once you get to a certain point, it just sort of gives. You don't got a lot of, like, I'm a little bit down. I got movement, but I'm not worried about it going anywhere. It's got a unique, distinct feel to it. It does. I mean, the design, you could say it's a front flipper, but it's thin. It's not really set up to be a front flipper. It works, but it's kind of weird. The angles of the hole work. They're a little bit weird. I kind of feel myself fighting at odds with them. But overall, I have to say, this thing has surprised me and has been much better than I thought. It's got 3-inch blade. It's 7 1/8 overall. So, honestly, I am pleasantly surprised and still looking forward to getting more Hightron knives on the channel. I don't love that it says Hightron, but I don't know. The aesthetic is it for you? Is it not for you? Who knows? Only you can decide that. It's also quite light. I mean, there's not a whole lot of blade. Plastic handles, what do you kind of expect? 2.6 ounces. So you're getting over an ounce an inch. Or you're getting over an inch for every ounce of weight. Yeah, this thing has been just a nice surprise. There's not a ton more to say about that, honestly. It's just a fun one. And it's also, as far as I know, every last bit of it is T8 construction, which, yes, it is. I mean, sure, why not? I'll take that win, right? We also got a pretty chunky, meaty housing with the all the metal and everything, and a stop pin that is attached to the blade right there. That sits in two sort of nestled out slots. So it's surprisingly solid. So yeah, the Hightron Spectron has been a very nice surprise. There's not much else to say about this one, so I'm going to call the summary here and say thanks for watching. See ya.